Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 26 of Omnifactory. Since the last episode I've done a little bit of stuff. The first thing I was going to show you is this. Let me hop down here so you can see what it is. You can't really tell from the outside. It's oil processing. So oil, oops, can't spell oil. Oil gives us 4 different things: sulfuric heavy fuel, sulfuric naphtha, sulfuric light fuel, and sulfuric gas, which I'm currently putting into these things, but it is empty because I'm also processing the oil. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Over here. So here we used to have a little setup to take oil sands and get the oil out of it, but now we've got that oil rig over there. We're not going to do that anymore. I haven't hooked that oil rig up yet, but we'll do that today. But you can see here this Aqueous Accumulator. It's kind of noisy. But we've got all the processing here for heavy fuel with hydrogen, naphtha plus hydrogen, sulfuric gas plus hydrogen, and I think this one is light fuel, sulfuric light fuel plus hydrogen, and it makes, yeah, light fuel. And then that goes into this one, heavy fuel plus light fuel makes diesel. And over here we are processing the hydrogen sulfide, which comes out of these things, into sulfuric acid. And yeah, it takes water, which is where this aqueous accumulator comes from. So I've got a bunch of mana, only 32. It's limited to 32 because you don't need that much of it. But now that we can use it to make this guy, which we can use to make the aqueous accumulator, which gives like really fast water, much faster than the end of wire. And it doesn't need water blocks around it or anything like normal. It's just like an infinite water source. Yeah, so that's that. Over at the oil drilling rig, I think I'm going to set this up today. So let's get we have an EV. We made this guy a couple of episodes ago. So we should be able to put that there and put that there. And now we should have enough fuel, enough power. If we run these guys, are they running? They are running. Yeah, so now we should have enough power to actually make the oil. Okay, and now it's full. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because I don't want to have this necessarily running like constantly because this takes so much power, I think what I'm going to do is set it up with an ender tank. Actually, 2 ender tanks. Do I have black? Let's get some black dye, and maybe we'll make it black and gray. The colors don't matter, but I like to make the, okay, well, let's get some bone meal. The colors don't matter, but we'll make it light gray and gray. I like to make it at least somewhat indicative of what's actually in there. Let's get it plopped down. Let's just temporarily put that there, and then we'll put that there. Okay, like that. And then we'll make it like blackish colors. Black, light gray, gray. And then we'll get our conduit. So we'll fill this one up. There we go. Should be filling up with oil. Very good. And then you should be running again. Yep. All right, so then we go back over to our oil area. And I'm going to set this up. I don't know. I'm just going to put it here. And you also need to be black, light gray, and gray. There we go. And, oops, no, up here. But we need to have an ME level emitter. No, a fluid level emitter. This guy, because we want this thing to run, to extract only when there's like less than, whatever amount of, let's grab a bucket. And we want oil, We should have plenty still. This is still left over from the oil sands. We had so much from the oil sands. So this is going to turn on when we have more than, let's say, 1,000 buckets. So that'll, oh well, when we get our glass. When we actually hook it up, that is. So it'll, wait, it didn't turn on. Oh yeah, it's on because we have more than 1,000 buckets. So we want this to extract only when there is no signal. So active without signal. Then we can insert it into there. So now it should not be inserting. And if I was to flip this switch around, then it should be inserting. Yeah, so 15. There we go. So, okay. And then flip it back on there and it should stop. Or fill up. Yes, okay. So that means that oil drilling rig will only run when we have less than 1,000 buckets of oil in our system. And then, you know, that gives a chance for all this stuff to catch up. Where's the tower? This tower is like super slow. Look how slow it's going. So, but we don't need it to be that fast either. It's fine at that speed. So we already have plenty of diesel. I think I make it do 1,000. Yeah, 1,000 buckets of diesel. So the diesel processing has stopped, but the heavy fuel stuff, I told it to stop at 1,000 buckets of heavy fuel, and we're not there yet. So that's still going for a little bit. The other things we've been doing is, oh yeah, I made some extra. What did I make to get that one? Wither skeleton? I can't remember. Anywho, the other thing I've been working on is, yeah, so as I said, I made the Aqueous Accumulator, which means I made all these things. I made an energetic infuser. So over at the, oops, that was weird. So up here, I replaced the charger with an energetic infuser. It's not quite as fast yet. To make it faster, I can make a, which one is it? Processing speed. I think this one will make it faster. At the time I didn't have the ingredients, but now I suppose I could make some mana infused plates. Mana. Let's try that, shall we? Let's go down. We'll just do it temporarily. We won't set up a recipe or anything at the moment. Oh, we can't compress it? Why can't we compress it? Oh, it only works in a compactor and I haven't made one of those yet. Okay, I'll leave that for later then. We won't do that just now. But yeah, if I had the auxiliary thingy, it'd be like heaps faster. I also made this thing. At the end of the last episode, we were almost at the point where we could make it, but I ended up getting all the ingredients ready, so now we can make that. I also made some nether stars. The recipes for this is very easy. It's all these things that we created last time. So the cryothium dust, the rods and luminescence. So we already had all the ingredients for it. I just had to make a recipe for it. And that has allowed me to set up a couple of beacons around the base. So I just have a bunch of beacons over the place, which gives me speed. So now I can run super fast. I don't necessarily like the particle effect that I have all the time now. Like I always have the speed particle effect. So maybe I can turn that off in I think I can turn that off in the settings. And the FOV change is pretty dramatic too, but I don't know. I'm kind of used to it, I guess. Okay, yeah, so that was another thing I did. What else? Oh yeah, and I set up the processing for this stuff as we just saw, so I can claim all these guys. Let me just claim all of them. Oh, and I also set up tungsten steel. So we made the tungsten steel last time. I made the coil blocks, and I also set up the processing chain for signalum and lumium. It's not that difficult to make, so it is very slow. This has been going for like, I don't know, at least 24 hours, and I've only made 140 of them. But this recipe is not that difficult. It's like a fairly long processing chain. So we already had this. We already have red alloy, although I didn't have it's stockpiled. This is pretty easy. It's just molten redstone and a nether quartz. Ardite is kind of complicated. It's blaze powder plus red steel dust in a mixer, which itself is a bunch of stuff. So steel we have, black steel we had, bismuth bronze, sterling silver we didn't have, so that's silver plus copper. Right, so it's all, you know, it's just a long line of various ingredients. So I have all these things going on over here somewhere. What are we making here? Raw carbon fibers. I'll get to that in a sec. Yeah, so that's making brass, which is used for, I can't remember, something. Wait, how come that's only got, oh yeah, it's zinc. It just looks like that. There's nothing there. Zinc plus copper. This is making copper dust. This is making molten glowstone, which we needed for the lumium. We have, this thing is making, I think this is making red steel. Red steel. You know, so I just had to set up a whole bunch of these like various machines to make everything. So here we're making sterling silver, which is copper plus silver. Over here we are making nano CPUs. Yeah, and then here we're putting it all together. So this one's making red alloy. Yep. In here is where we make the final product. What am I missing? Why don't I have any red alloy in there? That's weird. Not that one. Oh, I don't have a thingy in there. That's very weird. Wait. Red alloy. Yeah, it needs 2 of them. That's very weird. Why don't I have red alloy going in there? Or do I have it? No. I don't know why I don't have it going in there. So weird. And then are you extracting? There. Okay, anyway, it stopped because it has enough. I don't know why that was not there. That's very weird. And then it'll go. Whoops, redstone on. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why that was not like that. Anywho, there's the destabilized clathrate, and we're making tin dust and iron dust, and that's making something tin alloy. And then it goes into here, which is making the lumium blend. You're working, right? Yeah. And then it all goes into these 2 guys down here, which are like the slowest things ever. It takes like, it's actually working, right? There you go. Just ticked up to 89%. So if you look at signalum, this thing, it takes 640 seconds to make 1 ingot, which is like 12 minutes or something. I don't know. Like, that's insane. So I've only got the MV inputs, which is the minimum. So maybe what I'll do is I'll switch them out for, oops, I shouldn't have kept that in bucket form. Maybe what I'll do is I'll switch them out for EV. Do I have any at the moment? No. So let's make a couple of those. The only thing is I'm not sure how much power that's going to end up taking. Let's make 2 of those. At the moment I only have one of these guys, and it's using 960 RF a tick for both of them. So let's see what happens when we take out just one, I guess. And the EVCEF, let's put you here. There. Okay, so it's getting power into it, and it's now taking up, oh, not that much. Let's see how much faster it goes. 97. It should have power, doesn't it? Yes. 98. 99. It's definitely faster. I guess what I'll do is, now that, yeah, what I'll do is I'll swap them out, oops, and I'll let it run overnight again. This guy. And we'll see how much we got. We got like 140 overnight with the MV one. So let's see if we get to a decent amount. I have these set to make lots of them, like 1,000 I think I said. Yeah, just because they take so long to make. I never want to run out of stock of this stuff. Even with the EV one, it's still pretty slow. It's still saying it needs more energy. Oh. Okay. Is it going to run out? Do I need to get more? It is still going up. Maybe I need to get another one of these going. Okay. See, this is the problem. I have that oil drilling rig now taking lots of power. I have this. This is going to take lots of power. We are going to run out of power very, very soon. What conduits do I have? Oh, I have this. Oh yeah, it's making up too much power. Taking up too much power. 5, there we go. And let's get our item conduit here. And let's get our augments in and our upgrades going. Oh, I thought I made more of those. There, and get the rest of them in. Okay. It's still outputting the full 6,000 RF a tick. Wow. Okay, that one is filling up. Is the other one going to fill up? That is a lot of power. Okay, it's filling up, and now will this one fill up? Full? No. Does lumium take even more power than signalum? Because lumium. Oops. No, this one. Takes 720 seconds, 120 EU per tick. And this one is 120 EU per tick as well. Huh. I don't know why it's not even filling up. Yeah, and it's not making any progress either. Let me rubber mallet it and see how we go. Let's just turn this one off. Okay, and then this one should fill. So now it should fill up with power. And this one will fill up with power. Okay, and then let's turn it back on. It's still full, still full. Okay, maybe that was enough. Nope, that's draining. They are draining. Do I need a third one? Maybe I should go back to HV and just let it take its time until we get more power. Because the thing I'm worried about is we're going to run out of diamonds and I'm going to have to up all of this processing. Yeah, look, that's already going down. Going down. Going down. So I'm going to have to up this. These simulation chambers get maybe 3 more. 60. 61. That's probably okay. This thing is running constantly. I don't know. See, I'm worried about all this processing now is gonna, just because of that. Maybe I'll take this down to HV instead of putting that there. I'll and I gotta get a conduit cover for that one. Maybe I'll take these ones down to HV, or maybe just one of them down to HV. A full one. And then that will at least give us enough power. Hopefully. There. Okay, so that's full. I think that's doable. So this will be... Oh, it's still disabled. So hopefully that's enough, and yeah, we got to do something about our power situation because that's just crazy. All right, so on to the task for today. We're only, what, like 20 minutes into the episode. The task for today was I wanted to get this bit semi-automated. So to get tungstate, we have a reasonable amount at the moment, but we're going to need more soon. So we need to make this guy to get it. So this guy gives us scheelite and tungstate, which is what we make our tungsten out of. But to make this, it's a advanced crafting recipe, and we can't yet automate this completely because the automation is not possible because we need osmiridium, which comes from osmium, which comes from osmium dust, which comes from, I think we need to get osmium ore. Yeah, which we get from like tier 4 microminers, right? So we're not going to get these until at least tier 4. I think tier 4. So how can we automate this? Well, I have a kind of a solution. Like if we have a chest with all of the ingredients like this, and we just grab all the ingredients, and then we go tier 2, we can semi-automate it, right? We can build the ship, we can put it in there with that, and off it'll go. Right? Did I forget something? No, there it goes. Okay, right, so if I can get all of the ingredients in here that we need, then I can just like grab them out, craft them up, shove them in, and it's like a reasonably small amount of work. So how do we do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. I shouldn't have made that microminer up because I needed those ingredients. Let me, I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to quickly remake all those ingredients and put them back in here because I actually need them to set this up. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I made it again. Okay, so let's see. How many actual ingredients do we have? How many individual ingredients do we have? 9, unless you count that, then it's 8. So here's the thing, right? Let's just let me put that back here. Let's just hook ourselves up to our ME system. Here, missing a few. So the thing we can do with this, right, is we can have ingredients, oops, stockpiled. Where'd that other one come from? Where'd this one come from? I don't even know. Oh, it must have been from there. So we can put the ingredients in here and have them like stockpiled, right? So if I put you there, 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 you there. Oh, and I, wait. Did I miss? Maybe I didn't. Did I miss any? I must have. Oh no, it's the same. It's 8. It's 9 here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay. Good. So then if I make a crafting card, it's kind of a like a burden on the ME system to craft all these things all the time, but because I'm not going to be doing it often, and it's like it's literally on demand, like when I'm sitting here requesting these things, then that's when it'll actually start to happen. So we don't want that to show up in the terminal, but you can see it's already starting to populate some of these items. Let's see them, some more of them will start to come in as it finishes crafting them all. Yeah, there's some more titanium heavy plating coming in. There's these guys coming in, crafters. All right, then we have this thing with a limited item filter. And we do the same thing here. Oops, not there. Here. And let's get our Yeta wrench. So up, we just want to extract. South, we want a limited item filter. Insert all of the ingredients. And we could, if we were thinking about being tricky, you know, have it put enough ingredients in the chest to make, you know, 2 or 3 microminers at a time. So then that'll be putting enough ingredients in the chest to make a microminer. So if I go tier 2, I can use these guys to make the first one. Let's empty out the rest of our inventory. And then I can put this in here. And then I can do here. I can grab all these. I can make another tier 2. I can go boom. And I can go boom. And I can go... Is that all of the ingredients? This is the problem. Maybe I should put a, like, let's put a piece of cobble or something so I know where the end of it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so this is the marker of where we expect the ingredients to be. So if, as long as that's full, then we know we've got all of our ingredients. And then I can go tier 2. And, you know, I can basically just sit here and like craft these up without thinking about it anymore. So we're not quite full yet. And yes. That microminer thingy takes a long time to craft, it looks like. This guy. 25 seconds. Why is it taking so long? Did this thing get... wait, where does it go? One of these guys. Did it get clogged? No. Did it finish? Was I just too impatient? No. What's going on? Oh, what is this thing? Pipe. Oh, that's the pipes. It's not actually crafting it. Why not? Broken? That's weird. Let me cancel that. Why did that not work? Can I not craft these? Did I have the recipe wrong? Small steel pipe. Okay, so that's the thing that's not able to craft, which is one of these guys. Rod, gear, big steel pipe, bolt, gear, ring, large steel pipe, small steel pipe. So maybe I have this thing wrong. Do I not have it to allow? Oh, yeah, I didn't have it set to allow. Now it should work. Oops. So did that should have crafted that. Yeah, okay. But then why didn't it make this guy? I have no idea. Okay, anyway. Oh, that's why. Missing ingredients. Alright, let's set up a thing to make electrum rods. Not long, this one. Yes, I should have known that. Alright, so now it should make it. Should be crafting it, right? There it goes. And it should pop up in here any second now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so that's that. That's how we're going to automate that. We should have plenty of tungstate. So we have tungstate ore. We have quite a bit of it. It's going to slowly process. And then we'll get a bunch more tungstate and a bunch more tungsten, which will obviously take quite a while too. So maybe I can up these values and get a bit more of these stockpiled as well, because they also take a little while to make. But yeah, that's that done. And at the risk of going way over time this episode, I'm also going to do one more thing, because this one more thing is going to get us quite a long way. We're going to be able to make this as soon as we can make this guy, which means we need to make a chemical bath with epoxy resin, which we have. We need to make borosilicate, which is a piece of boron and 7 pieces of glass, which I'll probably do in a mixer. So let's get that set up. We can do that. I could probably do that here even. I could do it there, or I could do it here. Maybe I'll do it over here. Oh, actually, one thing I do remember I wanted to do. So we have a fair bit of boron, but the way we're getting it is from how are we getting it? Yeah, from centrifuging lepidolite, which we were doing to get the fluorine, which we were using for what do we need fluorine for? It was for the hydrofluoric acid, I think, which was then used to make oh yeah, it was used to make this thing. That's what we needed it for. So we don't need any of this anymore, so we're not probably going to make any more. But you can also get boron by electrolyzing borax. So if you electrolyze borax, you get boron. And you get borax from processing what's that stuff called? Salt. The salt processing gives you borax, gives you small, tiny pile of borax. Yeah, impure pile of rock salt, you get rock salt, and impure salt, you get a bit of borax. So currently, when we don't have anything set up, I've just been manually like crafting these up into the big pieces. So let's get it set up to do this properly and get a bunch of boron going. I made a bit of space over here, so I have some room. So let's get you and you there, and we need a centrifuge, an MV1. Wait, not a centrifuge, a packager, an MV1, a circuit, just an LV1, and an electrolyzer. I think the MV1 is enough. So let's put the packager down here and the electrolyzer next to it. There. And then, oh, we don't have any item conduits. Those are all fluid conduits, are they? That's fine. Wait, they are item conduits. Why is there none going there? I guess I must have... Yeah, okay, I must have deconfigured it. Okie dokie. Filter. So, oops, we want the tiny pieces of borax to go in there. Right. Are you... Oops. Is this guy extracting? Nope. So there. Okay, and then it should be configured at number 1. And let's put you in there. No, is that not the right one? Oh, unpackager. Oh my goodness. That's embarrassing. That's the one. Okay, so there, and then we put you there, and then let's just fill you up. All right, and then we'll just output it directly. No, just a normal wrench. Output everything directly into this guy. So you should be... Wait, why is that an unpackager? I'm sure I made that an electrolyzer. Oh boy, there we go. But then we'll also get the borax from the ME system and put it in there. So, yep, you're slowly going up. So do we get any liquids out of this? Yes, we do. We get oxygen and water. That is quite a lot of water. But it's also quite a lot of oxygen. It's not that bad of an idea to keep oxygen. So let me trash the water and keep the oxygen maybe. How's a good way to do this? I can do a filter on the trash can, right? They have liquid filters. That's cheap. So what about if I do this? What about if I put you there and I configure this to be water? There. Is this going to work? This is the question. So water. There, and then if I wrench it to that, and so the fluid's there, and let's output the fluids. Oh, it outputted everything. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, let's try something else then. Let's put, I'm not going to have any more stuff here, right? Because we just have too much stuff going on over here. So let's get you there. I really can't even, I can barely even see what's going on. So let's extract you. Let's get a water filter. I mean, a filter. And we'll use this one. Water. Insert brown. So then only water should be going there. Hasn't finished yet, so I don't know. And let's take this. Whoops, okay. Fine. And let's blacklist water. Here, brown, insert. Oh, I wonder. Let's make it insert on white. And let's get rid of you and you. And then we're going to have to change this to white as well. Oh man, it's really hard to see what's going on here. There. Okay, so now it's going to be hard to tell. Okay, and then let's extract white, the items, and then we should get our boron coming out. Okay, very good. Let's get rid of all this junk. Now, I was going to do it over here, wasn't I? Now we have borosilicate, so we need a macerator. Let's make a couple of them because they're always coming in handy. We need glass. To get the glass, or whatever that thing is called. Ooh. Yeah. I wonder if it's worth putting it in here. I have stuff here. Why not? Let's extract. Okay, so did we get our macerator going? Yes. And pumping in. Oh, I shouldn't have put everything away so quickly. Pumping in glass here. Gives us our glass dust. And let's get boron as well. And a mixer. We have a HV one. So we just use one piece of boron because, oh, that was a quest. And our mixer here. Actually, that we only have one more. Okay, and then we need a limited item filter. So let's put, oops, one piece of boron and 7 pieces of glass, right? One piece of boron and 7 pieces of glass, and also we have to extract and make sure we're inserting. Are you gonna get a piece of boron? What's going on? Where's that all going? Where is that going? There should be nothing inserting on green. Where is it going? Okay, I figured it out. The problem was down here. We have this guy inserting on green with a bunch of blacklisted items. So it was like taking up all of the channels. So I swapped this thing over to use purple. And so this is extracting purple. And yeah, now it's working. So the only thing that's interesting to do here is Smelter, right? So let's get a smelter going over here. No. A furnace? What is it called? Furnace. Do I have a HV furnace configured? No, I do not. Yeah, let's get that going. Because we definitely don't need like a huge amount of this borosilicate stuff going. Oh, candle. We just need 2x. I don't know. I guess I should get candle building, like stockpiling. I don't know. You don't need that much of it. Where are we? Over here. There. And if we go here, and I guess we gotta hook it up to everything now. Oh boy. So we need to extract. We'll also do purple for this one because why not? And we will grab one. Where is it? This one. Insert you purple, and we will extract it on green, which will take it out of the system, like put it into the system, and then over here we'll limit this thing there, and then this thing can stop once we have, you know, we don't need that much. Borosilicate. We certainly don't need more than a stack, say. Yeah. There and there. There. Okay, so that should stop once we get a stack of borosilicate glass. Right, yes, work disabled, very good. Okay, and then this will keep going with quite a lot more. Okay, then we need to turn that into wire. So let's, we'll do it over here because we're running out of stuff. So let's just make one there, an extruder. Do we have HV extruders? Yes. Put it down here. And we will go, so how come we have the glass pulp here? We never need that for anything, right? Let's just put that in the furnace and smelt it up straight away. So the borosilicate, glass fibers, whatever it's called. Yeah, the only thing it's good for is making this. So we won't set it up with a recipe and we won't stockpile it or anything. We'll just put it in there. So let's go I guess we'll use a limited item filter because we don't need, we definitely don't want like thousands of these things. We don't want a full stack just sitting in here with nothing to do, right? So that should make that. And let's go with a wire mold. No. We want the wire extruder shape, right? Which one is that? There. Okay. The wire cutters are on the bottom. So there. That will give us 8. Okay, and then epoxy resin. So we need a chemical bath. Chemical bath. I think we have MV ones. No, yes, we made a bunch of them. This is the rare one that you hardly ever need. So should I guess because it makes 8, so I only need 8 ingots to make a stack. So let's just feed a whole stack in. Oh, actually it'll be 2 stacks, won't it? No, 1 stack. Okay, that's fine. Let's output there. Okay, and then we need epoxy resin in a bucket. Let's also tip this bucket out. Which one is epoxy? There. Tip you out. Okay, and we are making it over here. So epoxy resin, and we need some fluid conduits. Only one left. Let's make a bit more. I guess we have to do it all the way around now. We don't really have any. No. Okay, let's bring these all the way around. This is the one, right? Yeah. There. Brown. Nothing to extract. Okay, so you should be making fiber reinforced epoxy resin sheets. And are these used for anything other than... I think they are, right? Oh, no, they're not. They're literally only used to make that thing. So let's make a chemical reactor. So I think what I'll do is we'll stop this machine when it's time to stop stockpiling them. So let's get it going here. And I could do that, but I'm going to do it this way. This is probably going to end up being slightly weird looking. But once we get machines underneath it, then it won't look so weird. There we go. And well, I have nothing at the moment to... Okay, and let's get our chemical reactor. And we need sulfuric acid, so we need another bucket of sulfuric acid. So that one. Here, sulfuric acid. So let's get you filled up with sulfuric acid. Oh, see, luckily I made those filters. There, no, there, sulfuric acid, brown, there we go, and let's get you extracting, nowhere to go yet, right, yes, and inserting into here. Actually, you'll need to be a limited item filter because we only want, well, I'll just do one because actually, yeah, and then it's a copper foil. So we are stockpiling copper foils, right? 4 for 9, yeah, 5. Okay, yes we are. Okay, so let's get a copper foil in here. And so we are putting one of those and one of those. Oops, that's going to be annoying, isn't it? Close. There. Alright. And you should make that guy. Okay, so let's extract white. I think it's white. Should pop out into the system. And what do you call it? Fiber. Yeah, okay. So now we can tell this guy to stop when there is more than, I don't know, 256. So you should be going again. Yeah, and well, we're going to end up with more than 256 because this is the slow part. So this thing will stockpile until it basically fills up, I guess. And then it'll slowly eat through here. These will keep going. But yeah, I think that's good. We now have this. So now, let's claim you. We can also claim the boron that we made. Now we can make this guy, right? We have all of the bits and pieces. But we're going to have to make it over here with an EV, because it's an EV one, right? EV. Yeah, that's EV level. Okay, so this is all pretty easy. We have that, we have that, we have that. We now have that, we now have that. That's easy enough to make. So I can set this up off camera. Like, we're way over time now. I'm sorry that this took so long. But yeah, I could set that up, and I could set this one up, and then I should be able to set this one up. This is pretty... Wait, not that one. This one. I could set this one up. This is everything that we already have. Nano CPU, this guy. Yeah, we have all this stuff, so I can set that one up easily enough. The recipe for this one is easy. We have tungsten, steel, aluminum. I'm guessing we're going to need to speed up our aluminum soon because that sounds expensive. Everything else is fine. And then the next final tier is tungsten steel frame, which is a whole lot more tungsten steel. And this plus all this stuff. So that's also doable. So I think what I'll do off camera is set up the recipe for the next tiers of circuit. It's all pretty easy to do. We have all of the ingredients. Let me just claim all these. Yeah, and then next episode, what are we going to do? I'm not sure. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!